brother! Ben, last week Beth and I celebrated her 30th birthday by traveling to New York City for the weekend, and I think I ate half of the whole city while I was there. Like half of Manhattan is just gone now. Sorry about that. But the other awesome thing we did was see Frozen, the Broadway musical, and I have to say it was awesome. I loved every second of it, except that they left out the ice harvesting song.
Born of cold and winter air and mountain rain combining.
Like what? Come on, how can you do that? That is the reason everybody loves Frozen, right? Right? No? Wrong? Okay, should I just let it go? No, it's fine. I mean, as ever, when you translate a movie onto a stage show, there are going to be differences, and that's part of what I love about seeing shows on Broadway. Just how are they gonna change it? What's gonna be new? What's gonna be different? And there definitely are a few key differences. For one, they finally give Kristoff some songs to sing. Bravo. They switch out the trolls for weird mountain folk with tails, which, I don't know, frankly, were just as believable to the trolls as me. I'm not like a huge fan of the trolls. But hands down, the most jarring, out of left field, completely awesome thing that nobody asked for was Oaken's song, Hygge. Hygge? How do you spell that? Hygge? But honestly, I thought the song was so funny that today we are going to get to the bottom of this odd Scandinavian mountain vendor and find out what's the deal with Oaken. So in case you somehow need a refresher, Oaken is this guy.
Big summer blowout.
A quote I feel certain all of you watching just said out loud. Right? He has a small but memorable scene in Frozen where from his very limited winter stock, he still manages to sell Anna a new, more appropriate winter dress and some lutefisk so there'll be no bad feeling. Like seriously though, this guy has to be some sort of inventory management genius. He's only got 5 items in his entire winter stock, and the only 2 customers he has come through need those exact 5 items. Also, he throws Kristoff out into the snow for arguing with his surge pricing.
For the supply and demand to have a big problem?
Seriously though, Kristoff, the winter has lasted like, what, 3 hours so far? How many sales can you have possibly missed out on? And at night. I don't understand why everyone in this movie is so quick to assume that it is an eternal winter. It has been less than a day, people. Actually, you know who isn't concerned? Oaken.
Oh, a real howler in July, yes?
I love how he isn't fazed by it at all. It's like a little unexpected, but no big deal. Just hold a quick sale, adjust my winter stock prices, and everything is pleasant as always, yeah? Yeah, indeed. And while he seems like somewhat of an innocuous character, his shop certainly invites a lot of questions. Like, first of all, why is it shop and sauna? Seems super random. And why does he have a different accent from everyone else? And who are these people in the sauna? And why does he have a Mickey doll? Okay, well, let's tackle one of the easy ones first. As I'm sure you're aware, one of Disney's most classic Easter eggs is the hidden Mickey, which personally I feel like is an Easter egg many people are way too quick to point out. Like, not every 3 circles or set of bubbles is a hidden Mickey, guys. But in Frozen, there are legit 2, one right here in the palace and one right here in Oaken's shop. Next question, what is with the accent? Although really this is a better question for everyone else in the cast, because as this movie is placed in Norway, he is the only one who seems to be speaking with a Norwegian accent. Everyone else seems to have perfect non-regional dialect. To be fair, it's not as bad as Beauty and the Beast where they're in France, but Belle has a British accent, but the candle still has a French accent. Oaken, however, stays true to his roots, which was a decision by the directors in order to pay homage to the setting of the film without having to, cast the rest of the movie as Scandinavian people. But it's not just his accent, it's really his entire shop that pays homage not just to Norway, but all of Scandinavian culture, and in particular, the concept of Hygge. Seriously, still can't get over the spelling of that though. You can't just grab letters out of the Scrabble bag and call that a language in Norway. That's called cheating in Scrabble, and I will challenge you on it every time. Yeah, Hygge right under the triple word. Is that how you want to play it in Norway? Okay, we're going to the dictionary. Although honestly, taking Scrabble that seriously is very not Hygge. Playing Scrabble with your family on a cold winter day, very Hygge. Upending the board because grandma scored 62 points with the word za, the abbreviation for pizza, which apparently is a legal word in Scrabble on the triple word, whatever. very not Hygge. Sorry, I feel like I'm getting off track. Let's talk about Hygge. Hygge is a really interesting concept because, like, in English, we don't really have a word for it. We can only hope to describe it, but in general, it's just a very comfortable way of living your life. Which isn't to say really rich and wealthy lifestyle, but more of a warm, cozy, time with family kind of comfortable. Man, I really feel like they just figured it out over there. Like, here, if you want to wear sweatpants or something on a Sunday, that's like your outlet. They're just like, what if that was life? Hygge just seems so far ahead of its time. It's like people saying, you can't wear jeans or sweatpants to the office, and they're like, why not? Honestly, in many ways, I feel like I have been searching for this concept for really my whole life. It feels so obvious to me that there have literally been times in my life where I felt like something was wrong with me because why wasn't everyone else trying to do this? So, the question is, how does one embrace the Hygge lifestyle? Well, for one, you're gonna wanna get some candles. Did you know that the average Danish person burns a solid 13 pounds of candle wax per year? That is a lot of pleasant smelling things. Get those candles burning. Personally, I like to imagine it is like one giant 13-pound candle and not like 130 10th-pound candles. Fireplaces and bonfires also very Hygge, but be careful. You don't want to like get all these things burning and then just stare at your phone all day or something. Very not Hygge. In fact, that kind of behavior is extremely not Hygge. This is not an excuse to just hole up in your house and binge on hot chocolate and nice smelling candle wax. A huge part of Hygge is spending time with family and friends. So yeah, get cozy, but invite others over to get cozy with you. Other non-Hygge things, to borrow a few lyrics from the song, include having a spider in your shoe, having an annoying thing to do, starving to death within a week, or having a future that's cold and bleak. So, you know, try and avoid that. On the other hand, food is also another huge part of your new Hygge lifestyle, and by that I mean comfort food and bonus points if it is homemade. This is a lifestyle that says yes to the extra piece of cake, and of course bring on another meatball, and why wouldn't you put on a third sweater? Sweaters are of course naturally very Hygge, as is sweating, as in saunas. Which explains why Oaken also offers a sauna as part of his convenience store.
Hi, family.
Personally, I know whenever I'm on a road trip, I won't stop at any gas station that doesn't also have a sauna. Sauna culture is actually a much bigger deal in Finland than it is in Norway, but certainly they can be found all over Scandinavia. In Finland, though, saunas are an absolute way of life. Here's some math for you. The population of Finland is roughly 5 million, and the number of saunas in Finland is over 3 million. That means the average two-person household has 1.5 saunas. That's multiple saunas. That means you could lose your keys in your house and your spouse could say, I think you left them in the sauna, and you would have to say, which one? Seriously, think about it. How many saunas does your house have? I mean, personally, I feel like I'm falling behind. Right now, I currently only have 0 saunas. Although, maybe it's because I only lack the funding. For now, if you'd all like to go visit my GoFundMe page where you can get Jonathan and Beth a sauna, I'd be greatly appreciated. But in Finland, it's not just in the homes. I mean, yes, it is in people's homes, but it's also at work, at government buildings, at churches, in the woods, on lake shores, in mines. Guys, how did we miss the boat on this so hard? How are we so behind in saunas? I guess part of it could be because it's not quite as cold here, so sitting in a room full of really hot steam is less appealing. And part of it actually is getting out and jumping into cold water or rolling around in the snow after you have become too uncomfortably hot. And after you jump in the snow or water or whatever you do, and I'm reading this right off the page, you might enjoy a sausage along with beer and or soft drinks. Hygge. I got one. Oh, Ben, that's it for me. I'm done. I'm moving to Norway. See you there. Well, actually, first I'm gonna finish this video and then go sell my house and pack up my family and move across the ocean. But then I will see you in Norway. Basically, to sum it all up, Oaken is the only one in the movie doing it right. Everyone else is just freaking out about Elsa's powers and the eternal winter, and he's just like sitting there, embracing the Hygge lifestyle, sporting an amazing sweater, saunaing it up with his family, probably enjoying a few cups of hot glog and maybe a little lutefisk. He serves as a foil to Arundel and in particular the royal family. I mean, if the king and queen had just embraced a little more Hygge, maybe Elsa wouldn't be so concerned with concealing and not feeling her powers, and then she wouldn't have exploded exploded into a giant icy obscurial and set the whole land on ice. But Ben, that is the point of Oaken. My question for you and everyone else is, what do you think? Will you be adopting the Hygge lifestyle? And maybe if you already have, if you're already from Scandinavia, what are some tips? Help us out. We need help. Also, I highly recommend you go check out the song Hygge. It is hilarious. I will put a link in the description down below.
These socks are amazing!
Guys, thanks for watching this video. As always, please remember to hit that like button if you haven't already, and subscribe so you don't miss any future Frozen action from us. If you'd like to see the wood stacking scene in Frozen Explained, you can check out this video right here. Or if you want to see the ice harvesting scene explained, you can check out this video right here. But Ben, that's all I've got for you today, man. I will see you in another life, brother.